Wagwan everybody! Welcome to another super duper exciting episode of Couch Talk with your boy Keron Clark. Now we have a lot to cover in this episode. We have Come Make a Chat, a picks countdown, a viral video for watch, and I'll be speaking very briefly to one of Jamaica's finest in music, so we have no time for wait. Brief reminder before all of the nice things start. If you haven't done so already, please click subscribe, turn on your notification bells, and go follow me on the gram. Also, don't forget that Couch Talk is aired every Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. exclusively on YouTube and Instagram at Couch Talk with Keron Clark and at Real Keron Clark, respectively. Special shout out to those who voted and commented last episode. Shout out to Kayla, Malaika, my little brother and friend, Tariq, and the famous Oni Levy from Levy's Heritage. And everyone else that watched, I so appreciated you. Thank you for your support. I wish I could call every name, but I can't. Keep on commenting, keep on watching, and keep on sharing. Your time is coming up. As with every talk show, giveaways are a must, but you must hit like and share the video and comment. If we can get this video up to 50 likes by next week's episode, I'll be giving away a prize to one lucky winner. Recommend the video and ask your friends to like and also comment. If you don't comment, I won't know that you were a part of it. Come on. And if you call me, still no count. So now that we've taken care of all of the business, come to the chat now. Recently, a friend of mine introduced me to the Gen Z generation, and people, to be honest, I never have a clue as to what she was talking about. So of course, I went and I did my research. I didn't know that there were so many different generations that were named. I thought that everyone, once you are 30 and under, you were a millennial. But nah. So I brought down the generations them for you. So if you are between the ages of 76 to 97 years old, you are considered a traditionalist or a mature person, which sometimes go by the name of the silent generation. Then 56 to 75 years old are the baby boomer generation, Gen X or Generation X, are those who are 41 to 59 years old. If you are 25 to 40 years old, you are Gen Y or the great millennials. That's me, y'all. Then you have the famous centennials, aka iGen, aka Gen Z, aka Generation Z. Those are people ages between 10 to 24. And then you have the baby group, the Generation Alpha or Gen Alpha, 0 to 9 years old. Now, every generation had their own interpretation of the gospel and gave the traditionalists a warm time when it comes to church and its many different rules. Not just churches, but society in general. In Family Boy honest opinion, if we should talk to the generations before us, we are going to realize that the struggles that they faced are very similar to the ones that we are facing today. They had to deal with accepting females as leaders. It had to deal with accepting music and electronics during worship. They also had to deal with, the long-standing issue in churches, which is closed. And I believe that my generation, the great famous millennials, were considered the worst since we were the ones that came with the most technological changes, like introduction of Bible apps. We don't carry the physical Bible anymore. The birth of bedside Baptist, where you go to online services. You have the social media. You had standard English translation Bibles, because we can't bother with the Wentes and yet and that. And then we pushed the limit musically. We did not stick to one genre as the traditionalists would have liked us to do, because we realized that gospel is not a genre. Gospel is a type of music, and the list goes on as it relates to the millennials and the different changes that we brought. Not only were millennials, according to previous generations, the wayward generations, many thought would be the end. We would be the end and the demise of Christianity and society in general, because we now adhere to where all the folks thought that we should adhere to. And the church's people, they struggle profusely, greatly to handle, accept, and deal with the millennials. Now, the generation after the millennials, Gen Z, have been created massive waves and tidal waves and tsunamis and a bunch of things are going on. And people, if we're not careful, we as the today church folks are going to be driving away young believers if we continue to try and force them to accept the traditions that were handed down to us. Me personally remember when social media did just come out, especially the Facebook, you had thousands, hundreds of sermons being preached. Say it is the devil book and we not fit dep on it. And the BBM, Oh Lord, millennials, you remember BBM? Oh, them say that this tracker from God, BBM is now the new WhatsApp and everything, all of those changes. Now those same generation that fought against all of these new technological advancements, they are the ones that are chasing down the millennials and the Gen Z, trying to figure out how they can incorporate themselves. You know, Facebook now becomes the largest church in the world. Now I come fling the stone for me because I talk about, oh no, don't do it. I'm not trying to say that we should fear up the gates of the churches. And then that me I pray. But I'm trying to say, if we continue with the few belief, and notice the emphasis on few, if we continue to force our own beliefs and interpretation of the Bible on individuals, we are going to not only be driving them away, but we're going to be bringing greater confusion to the world. The feelings, preachings, and teaching are now delving into the word. It now work. It now cut it. The generations of today are not dumb and illiterate. We are smart. We are intelligent. This generation, Gen Z, even more than the millennials, are the type of people that are going to get up in the face of the pastors. They are going to want proper explanation. They are going to want you to show it to them in the Bible. They are going to want proper interpretation. And like olden days, people don't go to pastor alone could have called a few real saying, "Yard, read the Bible. Come and tell us, yes, a whistling woman and a crowing hen is an abomination to the Lord." You could have read the Bible come out the next year and now find that. You're in the pan and say, "Okay, pastor." Say, "So, no, that now play again." We want to be enlightened. Christianity is not a brainwashing religion, but it is an enlightenment people. These generations of today, most of us, many of us want to be engaged during worship. We want to be involved. The world as we know it is changing and the church is equipped to deal with it. But if we as the church act illiterate, dumb and foolful, holding on to traditions which is not making us any better, and these are the traditions that we consider to be salvation, we will live a bound life and, as I said before, cause confusion. Stop it. Everybody come and talk about give me that old time religion. I mean, love the old time religion, but you know me say we're gonna come and do not when I have no proper bearings. You know what I mean? Like sing, you don't have to sing a bag of old song to be old fashioned, because people think that the old song them alone have Holy Ghost. The new song them have it too. I love the new song, they are properly penned. And people talk about the new song them that have no meaning. Look here, you have couple songs in the old fashioned church like Man Out the Door in a khaki suit and we are riding on the wire and them like a foolishness. It don't make no sense. And some of the old rules like we don't believe in a false ear and false nails, but we believe in a false teeth. Can I give you a next one? Only enough to die on the hair, but the footnote is enough to die on the hair when you're young. But when you're old and great, you can die here in a one natural color. Really? Because it's only saying that we're saying that God not gonna realize say you're die now because it grey and it die back black like when you did young. But these rules seem as if it is there to style for the younger generation. And we're not being fair. God is not concerned with whether or not your hair color in a 6 different color. You know? He's not busy with that. He's busy with the heart. It is my opinion and my view that if we don't like something because of our personal belief, right, in Christianity, we shouldn't scoff and turn up our noses to those who don't share the same opinions. Your belief is just based on a tradition, and I am breaking out from the tradition. Don't hate me because me here long enough means that my anointing is less. It doesn't mean that my dedication to Christ is less. It doesn't mean that I'm trying to be a part of the world, as you put it. Look here, I am just being me and being comfortable being me. So our churches can survive, but Gen Z and upcoming generations will be breaking away from the non-biblical traditions, non-biblical status quos, non-biblical opinions, and anything where you make and I never God tell you. Will God be pleased? He is pleased with our clean and holy lifestyle, of course. To answer the question posed in this episode, are the churches equipped to deal with the new generations? Yes, we are, but it comes down to using the equipment and resources provided. These resources are the word of God and not our own interpretation of it, but the truth, the true meaning of these words. And I must say that there are a number of churches across the globe that has been making waves and they have been reaching young people. And now guys, that's it for Come Make a Church. It's time for this week's topic. Hey! So, y'all know I like topics. Wow, I love topics so much. Last week we introduced 5 songs to vote for. Many did not get that they needed to vote, so let me explain. In order for a song to make it to number 1 on the charts, please comment the title of the preferred nominated song in the comment section below. You have to vote, people. or inbox me as well. Like many of you did, saying that you have 2 friends on the chart and you don't want the other one feel bad. So remember, the voting ends Sunday, May 10 at 11:59 p.m. That is the Sunday after the show is aired. The voting ends at 11:59 p.m. So guys, let's do the countdown. Woo! So in copying the number 5 spot is Free to Worship by Resounding Praise. Copying the number 4 spot is Take All of Me, Sean L. Ennis. And in number 3 you have Petra K with her Sovereign God medley. And the second place you have Purify Me by Levis Heritage featuring Jervis McIntosh. And the number 1 spot goes to, drum roll please, you all get it right, Lucas Music with Switch Up the Cycle. So there you have it. Those are the top 5 on the chart for this week. Nominations for next week are Sister Petra with No Longer a Slave, Rhoda Isabella, Silent Rivers, Nah Sell Out by Levis Heritage, Naga Sell Him Out by Ariana White, and Purpose Can't Die by Trey Taylor featuring Kazakh Ministry. Please note all songs on this week's charts can still be voted on for next week's countdown. Let's see if any can retain their spot. This week I'll be talking to one of Jamaica's finest in music, and he is none other than Lucas Music. So, tell me, what do you like doing in your spare time?
Hey, what's up? What do I do in my spare time? I watch series. I watch a lot of series. A lot of meaningful stuff. Yeah, that's me. I like superhero stuff as well. Yeah, I like action adventure stuff. I play video games as well. You know, I'm a PUBG fanatic. You know, I love gun games like FIFA. Yep.
What is your favorite movie?
My favorite type of movie is action. I like action movies. I don't have a specific type of I don't have a specific movie that I love, but I love action movies and I love adventurous type of movies. Yeah.
Who in the gospel arena, whether locally or internationally, would you like to do work with?
I would love to work with Travis Green. You know, his ministry is just not from here. You know, another person is DJ Nicholas. You know, I would love to work with KB or Triply as well. You know, those are rappers from Reach Records. I would definitely love to work with Jermaine Edwards. You know, as a producer, musician, I'll definitely love to work with Jermaine Edwards. Trust me, he's like off the chain. He's lit. He's awesome.
What can we expect coming from you in the near future?
Well, as a few may know, I'm working on my album, my second album, which is entitled PTIO, means Playtime is Over. You can look out for a lot of music videos, a lot more singles coming out, a lot more collaborations. You know, I'm just putting in the work, a lot more stuff from Lucas Music, a lot more places to touch and minister to the lost souls out there. You can look for me. You can look a lot for the near future with those from me.
Why did you get into music?
I get into music at the age of 3 years old. That's when I did my first freestyle. That's what my parents said. I did my first freestyle when I was 3 years old, and from there on, you know, they said that I would be a musician, and I'm now 26 years old, and it has been fulfilled. You know that yes, their child has grown into a person that loves music. You know, from prep school to high school, I was always in choirs singing. You know, I sang on the church choir as well. I sang in All Together Sing back in 2010, you know, and from there on it just grew on me, you know. Started producing, mixing music, building beats, you know. I just love everything about music until I started to pick up dancing. Not really 100 on it, but you know, I'm learning. I'm learning though as time goes.
While going to school, were you a good student?
While going to school, was I a good student? I'm always a good student. I'm always a good person, but you know, we all have our bad ways. You know, I got caught up in a lot of things in high school. You know, gangs and being that mischief person. You know, whenever the class get in trouble, I would always be one of those person to not get in trouble. You know, don't ask me how. I don't know, but I did it. I always find some means and ways of getting in trouble with the whole class. You know, but I was like, yo, you're lucky, man. You're lucky. You know, but yeah, I wasn't really all that good in school, as in like my behavior. But yo, it's like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Half of me, you know, he's a good boy, but the other half, yo, just don't mess with me. You know, I'm just being honest. Don't mess with me. Yeah, but see, I'm a good boy. Yeah.
And have you ever dealt with performance anxiety?
Yes. You know, fear is something that kills a lot of people. You know, fear, doubt, anxiety. I've been on so many stages in my lifetime. People might be like, yo, you're supposed to be bold by now. No. There comes a time when I go up to minister, doesn't matter how much people I go among. But for instance, I have like 10 shows. Out of those 10 shows, probably 4 of them, I might be so bold, like back to back, yeah man. Hey, get used to this. And then the other 6 is like fear, your foot starts shaking, you want to use the bathroom. Yeah, my band members can tell you, you know. I'm not shy to announce it. Like when I'm at stage show and I get shy, I'm like, when I get nervous, I'm like, yo, I don't feel well. Pray for me, pray for me. But it's something natural. And don't be scared if this happen to any of you out there. You know, you're anxious, you get anxiety on stage. Like you start getting nervous, foot start shaking, feel like you can't do it. You know, but what I do to get over it is pray. But one thing I can tell you, the minute you go out there and touch that stage, all nervousness gone, all fear gone. Because the thing what the enemy do, you know, the enemy bring forth doubt within you because him don't want you to go out there. You know, I've been in that situation where doubt was on me and doubt came up on me and it's like, I never bother go the show. Numerous times it happened. But what if I had went, you know? Many times I don't want to go, but when I go, so much miracles happen. You know, the enemy I tried every little thing to kill us from bringing out the word of the Lord. And just pray, you know what I mean? And just have faith going up there knowing that you'll do your best. Remember, you're doing it for God, not for the people. If it's even one person acknowledges what you're doing and say, yo, thank you, bless me. Trust me, the whole entire heaven is roaring, making noise for that one soul. That was one that you touch. So that's it. My name is Lucas Musiq, not from here. Yay!
Thank you so much for stopping by with me, dear Mr. Lucas Musiq. And y'all can run on over to YouTube, Instagram, and all other social media platforms. Check out his music. He has some great stuff. That's it for this week's episode of Couch Talk with your boy Keron Clark, everyone. Please share using the hashtag Couch Talk with Keron Clark. Let the conversation continue in the comment section below. Remember, I'm looking for 50 likes to give away a prize. Keep the comments coming. I enjoy them. Also, please subscribe if you haven't done so already. Subscription gets me money. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. I love and appreciate every single one of you.